Let's talk about the Turbosound iQ15B. Now, if you came across this video, you've probably already came across my other video on the subwoofer, which was my initial thoughts video after first unboxing it and giving it a test run in the shop. Now, I've had this for a little while now, so I've had a chance to have it out at some events and, gave it a thorough run through. And, unfortunately, if you watch my other video, my thoughts haven't really changed too much on this sub. If you're looking for a sub, this is a great sub. It sounds good, it looks good, it's pretty compact for a 15-inch sub, so you'd have no problem if you're a DJ putting it under your 6-foot table and hiding it from all the guests that might be at the wedding or school dance. If you have two 12-inch speakers and you're looking for a sub to fill out your sound and just help reinforce that low end and give you more of a dancing sound, this is a great sub for that. Are you going to get chest thumping bass out of a single 15? No, but you get, it's a noticeable difference. If you're going from two 12s and you add this sub, it instantly fills out the sound and sounds really good. And I've used this at an outdoor event and it worked well outdoors too. So I really have no issues with the sound quality, the looks, the weight. It's a little heavy for a 15, but it's a good solid speaker and it's small, so it's easy to pick up and carry around. My issues come with it not having the built-in high-pass filter. Now it has a high-pass filter for what is the sound that's being outputted. But what I'm talking about is a high-pass filter that engages through the XLR outputs, so that if you have tops that do not have a built-in high-pass filter, the sub will do the work of taking everything under 100 hertz out of your tops. And that's really where my number one issue comes in, and that's mostly because we own, I think, like 18, maybe 20 of the DAS Audio Action 12As, and they don't have a built-in crossover in the tops. So since this doesn't have a built-in crossover to take the highs out of the tops before it sends it to them, we're overlapping bass frequencies, and some of you out there might think, well, it still works, you can still use the two together, you just get a little bit of overlap with the bass in your highs and the bass here, maybe just wind up with a more bassy sound. But really what you wind up with is a muddier sound in the bass frequencies. Plus, the whole point of adding the subwoofer is you're taking the bass out of your tops, so your tops can focus on mids and highs. They can get louder, they get clearer because they're not trying to do all that low rumbly bass. So while you are adding bass by adding this sub, if you don't cross anything over, it will sound better, it will, but it doesn't mean you're doing it properly. Yes, you can add this to a system, not cross over your tops, and it will work. You can DJ with a home theater system, and it will work. Does it mean it's ideal? No, it doesn't. So if you already own two 12-inch tops and you're looking to add a subwoofer, if your tops have an engageable high-pass filter, go ahead and get this. If you're looking to, buy a full system and you really like the sound of, say, the iQ12 tops, yeah, go ahead and buy this. It matches the system perfectly. But if you own two 12s and you do not have an engageable crossover in your tops, I wouldn't recommend buying this. I would buy something that has a selectable high-pass filter on the back to cut the bass frequencies out of the tops. My overall thoughts on this, if we exclude my one issue with this sub, the crossover issue, if we exclude that from the debate. You're getting a really nice sub here. Is it the best sounding 15-inch subwoofer on the market? No. Is it the worst sounding? No. My general thoughts on Turbosound as a whole, fit with this. What you're getting is a good middle-of-the-road subwoofer. It sounds good. It'll work for pretty much any event you want to do. And you're getting it at a good price. And I think that's where Turbosound has kind of positioned themselves in the market. They're not like the super high-end speaker brand that they're charging a premium for. They have decided to, just back off, be right in the middle. I would say, JBL PRX quality maybe, EKX with the EV, probably along the lines of the Action series with DAS. I'd say maybe it would come between the Action and the Vantech, but I don't think it's quite up to the Vantech quality. Output-wise, Action quality, but feature-wise, just because they've got a little higher end display in the back with a lot of DSP options, I would probably, that end of it goes for the Vantech, but output sound quality-wise goes for the Action series, so it's kind of fits right in the middle there. But you get it at a really good price point, and that's definitely where Turbosound positioned themselves. A good speaker at a really good price, and they're trying to own that mid-range market there. So I definitely recommend it if you're looking to build out an iQ system or your tops have a crossover built in. I will also just point out that Turbosound's not the only one that does this. Electro Voice also does not put a selectable crossover on the XLR outs of their subs. They also put the crossover in the tops. The last set of QSCs that I had, they did the exact same thing. The crossover was in the tops, not the subs. But like with DAS Audio, they put the crossover in the subs, not in the tops. Except the Vantech series does have selectable crossover in the top, but they also put a crossover in the subs as well. Yamaha, I've looked at theirs, looks like they put the crossover in the subs as well. So it's kind of 50-50 back and forth. Some manufacturers put a crossover in the subs and not in the tops. Some put it in the tops and not in the subs. I wish that there was a standard that people would stick to. Personally, I would like to see it in the sub because if you buy a sub, you want to have your system crossed over. If you just buy tops, what's the point in having a crossover in your tops? So I personally would like to see it in the subs. I don't know the reason why some people put it in the subs. Some manufacturers put it in the subs, some manufacturers put it in the tops. I often wonder when I'm driving my car why, in one of my cars I fill up with gas on the driver's side. In my other car I fill up gas on the passenger side. Why don't they make it standard across all cars? I've always wondered that. Me, when I'm driving by myself, it's convenient to pop out and fill up my gas right here. But, maybe some designers figure, people are stupid when they drive up to a pump and are going to ram their door into the pump. That could be part of the reason. Maybe the designer is lazy and he likes to hand his credit card to his wife to go fill up gas, so tries to make it easier and have the gas thing on the passenger side. I don't know the reason, but same thing with this. I don't know why some put it in the sub, some put it in the top. Turbosound just happens to be one of the manufacturers that puts the high-pass filter in their top speaker. And as I said in my other video, as a rental company, we don't know what kind of tops our rental customer is going to have, because we do get people that come in and just rent a sub. And I, while this will work for them, I always like to make sure things are working the way that they are intended to work, and that would be crossing over a system if you add a subwoofer to it. But anyways, that's my final thoughts on this speaker. If you have any questions, go ahead and throw it down in the comments section. And until next time, have a good day.